This video is brought to you by 9% and powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Lego! I ain't here to wake nobody up. I'm here to unplug you.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. God knows.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title, we gonna talk about it. But first, let me get into the chat. Hey, can y'all hear me all right? I'm struggle streaming right now. I'm on my phone, not on my laptop. I don't have my charger yet for it. And I'm using this mic. So I just need to know if y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, drop a 9. Drop a 9 if you can hear me. But we waiting for the one and only, a resilient dad to pop up. He sponsored the show today. Shout out to the resilient dad. Dropping that cool. I just wanted to make sure y'all can hear me all right. Cause yeah, Tay, what up though, sis? What up though? Tay eats y'all. Yeah, I'm outside chilling by the fire. Just chilling. Figure if I'm gonna have to stream from the phone, I might as well. This actually the first fire of the year. I ain't gonna keep it going. I've been playing with this mic for a minute, but the vibes is good. We'll show y'all my whole backyard, but you see, I still gotta get this grass from out the cracks. This backyard kind of messed up, so. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the effect of mentoring, having a mentor, you know, and being a mentor. We're gonna talk from both aspects. And these numbers look crazy, bro. I see people typing and saying nobody in the chat. Ain't nobody. So I can't really do nothing in the chat. So I agree. I appreciate if y'all look out for me in the chat. Yeah, we gonna have a nice, cool, chill stream. You know, we wait for ARD. I can't even text him now. I'm live. Lady Shay, but mentoring has had a huge impact on my life. You know, and when we think of mentors, a lot of times we think of going outside our family. No, a lot of us have mentors, you know, uncles, aunties, moms, dads, big brothers, big sisters, cousins, you know, anyone guiding you know, directing you in a positive way. I use mentors a lot for things I get into. Like, you know, I still talk to my real estate mentor because I still do consulting. My license ain't active, but I still like people know to get in contact with me if they want to sell their house. And I teach them how to sell their own house instead of going through an agent. You don't need no middleman. You just got to put the work in. So I'll show them how to do that. So I still got my real estate mentor. I got a life insurance mentor. I got a spiritual mentor, and I got I guess if you want to call like my uncles, I talk to them all the time. They mentor me. Just through life, you know. Being married is new to me. Even though I've been married for 6 years, you still need somebody who's been there, done that. You know, that way you don't have to learn a lot of the hard lessons as far as going through them. That someone can actually tell you about it before you get into it, so you can avoid it, or they can guide you through it. You know, so almost every aspect of life you can utilize a mentor, and you need to think about that too. You know, why not help guide someone? You might have little cousins, nieces, nephews, even your kids. You know, you should want to guide them, help them through all the years. Because there's no, I mean, people say the Bible basic instructions before leaving. You know, they say the Bible is a guide, but the reality is there's no handbook on how to live life. You know, it's no handbook. So, um, getting with people and being that person that can help guide younger people, you know, is important. So even you, through your life experiences, you don't know the impact you can have on somebody. So you should look into being a mentor. Like I said, start at home. Start with the family. Lady Shay Butter Dreamy Queen in the building. We gotta hide her from Yak. Because every time Yak read her name, he goes nuts. Yeah. So being a mentor and being mentored has a huge impact, and it can accelerate you too. You know, like I said, you don't have to go through a lot of the growing pains. There's someone there teaching you how to avoid them or how to navigate through them correctly. You know, think about something you started, right? You had a good idea. I want to do this, and then when you start doing it, you was like, "This is not what I expected." Now imagine if you would have talked to someone who did it already before you even committed yourself to it. Either one, you would have approached it different, or two, you would have figured it wasn't for you. You know, even with life coaching, right? I talked to a couple life coaches before I even decided to pay for the course to become a life coach. Because it's not, I mean, a life coach, you don't even need to be licensed. You know, some life coaches ain't even get a certification, you know. But I talked to like five different life coaches, and I realized, like, you know what, this is for me. So I went and took the class, passed it, and I'm a life coach. So, but talking to people before you get into stuff, it can save you a lot of time, a lot of unused energy. I mean, not unused, but it can help you not expend energy in the field, and like I said, time and energy. You know, you'll dedicate yourself to something and find out a year or two later it's not for you, and then now you got to start all over with something new. So talking to people definitely helps. Yeah, like we got hi Lady Shay. I didn't even know her name. Like I was like reading it like Shea Butter, but it say butt like butter, like butter. Yeah, I didn't even notice that at first. I seen it, but I didn't put it together like that. I was literally thinking of like Shea Butter, but you know, yeah, yeah. But we wait for the ARD. Every day is a learning session in this thing called life. Exactly. But like I said, it's gonna be highs and lows, and understanding sometimes when you're going through stuff, understanding like for me, I'm gonna just speak for myself. You know, it was times that I started something and I'm like, man, this ain't for me, and the person like, nah, this is just part of it. This is the part you have to experience. Trust me, you'll appreciate it later. You know, you gotta experience the rough times to appreciate the good times, right? If you learn to appreciate the rough times, you will learn better how to bask in a good time. You know, accept the bad times so you can appreciate the good times. That's what I meant to say. So what's up, man? How y'all day been today? Man, my fire. I am not doing another log on here. You know, I had a crazy day. My bad, Tay. I missed that premiere. I was out at the store. Like my wife was like, "Come on, we gotta go put." I had to go put some money in the bank, move some money around. And then when I looked up, it was 4 o'clock. I'm like, "Shit, I missed the premiere," but I did go back and watch the whole video. I did go back and watch it. Guess who's back? Back again. Tay Tay's back. Tell her friend. We got Tay back, y'all. Tay about to be going. dropping premieres and going live. So definitely make sure y'all linked up with her. Turn that notification bell on and come get some of this vegan food. Yeah, I looked up, man. Then I had my son in the store with me. I'm like, bro, he just trying to throw everything in the buggy. I'm like, bro, like you killing me. Yeah, but do any of y'all got mentors? Have y'all had mentors? Have you been thinking about mentor? Or you think it's stupid? You know, any opinion is if ARD don't pop up, I was I'm gonna drop the link. The nine got the link. You know, y'all can pop up anytime. Any show I do, y'all know y'all always welcome. That's why I always put the link in the chat for us. So anytime y'all want to pop up, y'all always welcome. But if ARD don't pop up in a minute, I'm gonna put the link on the community wall, which is a blessing. Yeah. Hey man, I meant to say it. I don't know if I said it last night. I know I didn't because I'm thinking about it now. But that was a dope show you did on Alzheimer's. If y'all ain't seen that, go check out my bro. His link is being dropped in the chat. He's talking about mental health and he was talking about Alzheimer's. He made a lot of great points in there too, and that's the scary thing too about that. Um, what people don't understand, like once you understand how or what happens, is literally like your brain deteriorating. And like when you was talking about the fatty acid, omega 3, a lot of fish. Eat a lot of fish. Salmon, don't tilapia is not a real fish. Stop eating that shit. If y'all eat tilapia, it'll throw your stomach away. Literally. That shit, you can't even digest that. That shit ain't even a real fish. You can't go out in the wild and catch tilapia, so why the hell you eat? Stop eating that shit, man. I know black folks love their tilapia, man. I remember my mama had some. I threw the whole bag away. She got mad. I need to get a mentor, honestly. And I'm telling you, it'll change your life because a lot of times we go into stuff not understanding what we're getting ourselves into, and just having someone who's been there and done it before has been a blessing. When I recognized that, I made it a point. Anything that I did new, I went and got a mentor. Even on here, it's people I talk to who've been doing this way longer than me. I used to play the video games with a couple big content creators. Shout out to Duke Business and Agent Zero. But when you able to, I don't bother them. I don't even call them mentors. But if I got a question, I can contact them. I can DM and ask them. And that's fruitful, man. There's other couple big content creators that took a liking to me and give me advice from time to time. So that is greatly appreciated. Even on here, man. So mentoring, it ain't gonna do nothing but benefit you. It's gonna help you more than it hurt you. You just find the right person. That's anything in life though. Always find the right person. Find someone that's almost tailored to you. You know, there ain't nothing wrong with dealing with people who can benefit you. There ain't nothing wrong with that. If you ain't doing that, what are you doing? Why would you deal with people who ain't got your best interest at heart? There's no point. It's cool to be associates, but when you start giving people your time and your energy, you better and they're worth it. Sometimes we expend time and energy on people and things that ain't shit. Excuse my French, but you know, it's a waste. And then we feel all bad and be all mad when we realize we wasted this time. Mr. Gary Buster Don Brown to the stage. How you doing, brother?
What up, though? What up, though?
You can
Uh,
hear me good?
I hear you. I hear you.
Okay, cool. I got this mic hooked up.
Yeah, the I don't know, man. I don't I don't know why I don't know why I don't like the word mentor. I don't know why. I mean, I
Hey,
just like family. For me it's different. If you mentor somebody, you guys get close. So I just don't like mentor. Like maybe I'm a little off with it. You know what I mean? But for the longest time, right? I was in the community, like doing after school programs and helping the kids with their homework and learning, helping them learn a little bit about basketball, things of that nature. I was doing that for like 10 years. So I've been a contributor to people's life. I don't want to say mentor, but every time you like, I don't know if you feel this way about it, but the more I interact with a person on a one-on-one basis, especially if it's like a younger male, it's like my little brother. You know what I mean? So for me, it's a different like aspect of it or different word for it. But yeah, I think you know. But it's got to be hard to mentor the younger generation, like right here. Like just imagine you trying to mentor a 21-year old, like from from certain parts of the hood. It's got to be a different thing now. It's got to be so different that they may not even ask for help type scenarios. So shout out to all the mentors because it's like the more you try to put into the community, the more refusal you'll get out of it, in my opinion.
more the pushback. Yeah, and I'm happy you said that too, because I learned that like it's different. I guess we can say reasons, right? Or I like to say fields. Because when you mentoring somebody, you do want to get close, but there's certain instances where I think it's beneficial if you're not close. Like if you're a business mentor, I just think it's more beneficial um, not to be close than to be close. Because like I learned with business, it's like sometimes when you close, you're thinking about the person's emotions versus what the person needs to know. I had one of my mentors tell me that, like, because there's some people, like, there was one mentor, I paid to talk to him, and that was it. It wasn't nothing personal. It was all business, and that helped me focus even more. And he said that was the point because now I coach him, but he mentored me for like 7 years, bro. But now I coach him, and now we establishing an actual relationship. But before that, it was just business, business, business. And it was good for him and for me because when we talked, it was like, this is what you need to do, this is what you need not to do. Have a nice day. And it was like, okay, I'm focused. I need to do this, I need not to do that. But now that I'm coaching him, we actually learning one another. And I asked him, I was like, why was you so cut like that? He said, because it's business. He said, I don't need to know you to talk business. I need to be able to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. And I need you to listen to me. And the longer we talk, the less you gonna listen to me. And I'm gonna start taking this into consideration. Sometimes in business. He said business don't care about your personal life. Money don't care about what problems you got at home. When you go sit at the table and do a business transaction with the next person, they don't care about what you're going through. They want this deal done. So you got to be able to put all that to the back burner to get the deal done. And I'm like, oh shit. And that was adequate for business, but for like a personal trying to guide them and develop them in life, yeah, nah. You have to have that personal connection. You have to have that empathy, that compassion, that patience. You know, and you can't develop that if you ain't got some type of connection with a person. It's hard to develop that.
And in that situation, do you feel like the mentoring of in a business aspect, do you believe that that's just just a strictly like an aspect of professional, just a professional mentorship? Because I mean, I know when you deal with like capitalism, it's very hard to to really want to intertwine or become close with a person because being in the capitalist world, that's a, I don't want to say cutthroat, but it's very competitive. So is that how you strictly have to deal with that form of mentoring, as just strictly professional?
In my opinion, yes. Because I'm gonna tell you this in business, right? You know why I was never good in business? I'm being honest. I always said I was never good in business because I'm too damn compassionate. I'm too damn compassionate. When I was doing personal training, I trained somebody and then they tell me like they didn't have the money right now. I'd be like, all right, don't worry about it. I used to train people for free all the time. Not because I told them I was going to train them for free, but they gave me some sad story, and I'm like, okay, cool, don't worry about it, pay me later. A lot of people paid me later. A lot of people, but the more I allowed it, the more people did it. And then the people they brought, did it, and it was just like, that's bad business. Don't nobody go to Walmart and get to the checkout line and say, I'm going to pay you later, right? But they will do that to you. So it's like you gotta kind of be emotional when it comes to business with transactions, you know. So teaching people any other way, you gonna set them up for failure, in my opinion. And that's still my greatest weakness in business. To this day, it's my greatest weakness. I'm too compassionate. I try to help too much. When in business, is no help. If you can exchange, then you can exchange. If you can't, then you can't.
Yeah, see, because as far as regular, like regular mentoring, as for me personally, right? Like my atmosphere and surrounding has always been about sports. So, you know, when you take on that little 10-year old, that 13-year old, preteen, teenager, I think it will get a little personal, especially when you sit there and you observe them and you see if they're struggling, you'll start asking questions, why are you struggling, things like that. So that's why I said for me, being a mentor in that capacity, I don't really like it. I understand, I definitely understand that professional side of it as far as, financial and, things of that nature. But when it comes down to like, being around teenagers and kids and things like that, it's more of a big brother scenario.
Yeah, that's like my young bull, man. I met this guy working at a job at a hospital, right? I was an anesthesia tech. They brought him in. I'm like, finally, y'all been hiring all these women. Y'all need another brother. I was the first black person, well, first black male that had a job, right? And I worked a job for 13 years before they hired, no, 12 years before they hired another black male. You see what I'm saying? So when they did it, I'm like, cool, I'm a trainer. I like looking good. I like replicating my success. That's how I know I'm a good leader. So, I trained him up. And in the midst of that, he grew up, right? Like a couple months later, he started believing in himself. He was like, I'm going to college. I'm like, cool, go to college. He was like, I'm going to a HBCU. I'm like, hold on, bro. Why don't you start a community college? Right? And I'm telling him this. And he was like, because I knew his background. Like, okay, you gotta get the money. I know he's smart. Go there, get some good grades. You can go get some grants. I already know a lady. I already got all this played out in my head for him. Like, cause I was still in school at that time, so I'm like, I got you. Don't worry about it. And he thought because he wanted to go to a university, and I only went to a community college, that he, like, I was like hating on him. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm just trying to tell you the path. You jumping straight in, you getting financial aid, you gonna have to work. You on the university level, you never experienced that. I'm like, bro, it's a lot, but you can build yourself up to it. So we ended up getting into an argument, and I said, let me ask you a question. Do you know how to build a helicopter? And he said, yeah. I said, well, why you here talking to me? You should be out there building helicopters. And I said, you just said that out of pride. You don't know how to build a helicopter, but you know you can learn if you take your time. And that's all I'm telling you to do. Build your helicopter and fly, but take your time to build it. So he ended up going to HBCU. 3 months later, we ain't talked, right? After that, we didn't really talk. 3 months later, he called me out the blue. He was like, "Man, I just want to apologize to you." I'm like, "What?" He was like, "Man, I can't do this. This is crazy. I'm failing." Uh, he was like, "I gotta work. I gotta do this." He said, "Man, it's hard. I can't do it." I said, "Bro, just finish the year out, man. You paid for it already. You found a way to pay for it." So he said, "Well, I ain't really paid for it. I'm still." I said, "Bro, look, don't just walk away. Just you have to experience it now. Get that experience. So when you go back, you hungry. You know what to expect. Just ride it out." So he did that, and he been attached to my hip ever since. But the boy got his motherfucking master's degree. He about to get his doctorate degree in business. Um, he can't not have a job. He done switched jobs like 3 or 4 times in the last 2 years, but all like high level positions. And people still want him. So I wasn't expecting to mentor him, but I ended up, even to this day, he's like, "You my mentor." I'm like, "Man, shut up. I'm your brother." Like, that's like my little bro, man. He just got married. He got married on my birthday. He got married on my birthday.
Mm.
But that
And
dude,
yeah, sometimes that's why like I could see the lines being blurred. You know what I mean? When in that situation, like I, I don't see you as I don't see you as a mentor. Like we connected in a big brother scenario. So how do we how do you manage to maintain not crossing that line of going in or delving in too deep into a person's situation?
well, even with my siblings, you know, I don't get in their business unless they put me in it. And they know only put me in a business when they can't handle it. Other than that, I can talk to you, I can guide you, but don't put me in it. So, I mean, it's just, I can say honestly, all the people I mentor, I develop a personal relationship with them. They're like all my little brothers. Um, and now, after so many years, we done built a relationship. One of them called me like, "Hey man, I think," I'm like, "Bro, go to the hospital." He called me like, "No, it was just a UTI. I got to drink more water." And I was like, "Bro, I can told you that. All he drink is pop." But I mean, it got to that level. He thought he was burned. But it's hard. But the ones who are worth it, you'll see the value in them. You won't even worry about those lines. Actually, like I can't mentor everyone, like, because I have to know you listening to me. If I don't feel like you can listen to me or you can hear me, I'm wasting my time. So, uh, once once I understand that, I mean, those are people who I want to rock with anyway. Because I can hear, I know I can listen, now they can listen, so we can communicate. So these are people I want to build with, especially if it's going to be the younger generation. This is why I got all this knowledge, is to pass it down, not to only my kids, but anybody who wants it. So developing that, that's how we build. I mean, I believe we are connected anyway. So um, we can say family, we can say blood, we can say all that, but I'm a divine being having a human spirit, meaning I'm connected to all. So once I find the right frequency, I'm in. That's just how I am. You know, I'm in. If you can match this frequency, then I'm all in.
Uh, do you see being a mentor as a difference to being a life coach? Is there much of a difference, or is there no difference?
No, it's definitely different. Like I mentor and I life coach. It's definitely that's like um life coach is just like if you go to the gym and get a personal trainer, you know. Um Mentoring is more in depth, you know. Mentoring is more uh like for me, the way I when we was talking about developing that personal relationship, um life coaching I don't develop no relationship with the people I coach. You know, it's, they coming to me to get ready, and that's it. And I help them get ready. You know, coaching is more like a personal trainer to me. Like I get you ready for the game, and you go execute. Like
Yeah,
even the way like in mentoring, I would tell somebody you doing wrong or right. When I'm life coaching, I let the people figure that out. Not figure it out, but I lead them to that. That's the thing. Like I think that's a gift of mine too. Every client I ever had always say, "Damn, man, you ask the questions that lead me to the answers that I had," but they answered themselves. Like when I understood that was the whole thing that life coaches do, it's like you don't tell people what to do, right? You help them understand what they need to do, what they need though, not what you need them to do, not what I think you need to do, but you need to develop what you need to do. And I'm just supposed to bring that out of you. A lot of life coaches don't do that, but that's the literally definition of what a life coach is. And I just got a gift of asking inductive and deductive questions to get people to answer for themselves.
mm. uh, we got a question in the chat. Tay asks, "Do you think finding the right mentor is like finding the right therapist?"
Heck yeah, heck yeah, because like look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like these aspects that me and Gary talking about now are mentoring. A lot of mentors out there, especially if you find them online, they ain't gonna really try to establish no real personal relationship. They gonna get to know you, but having someone who's really into what you need um, is key because those gonna be the people who tell you what you need to hear, no matter if it make you smile or make you cry. You know, like Gary said, that's like more of a big brother. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody who go, pat you on your back when you do good and kick you in the ass when you do bad.
Yeah, and with that, that particular, that leads right into another question that I have. So, when you are mentoring, are are you allowing them to make their own, like map their own way? You guide them, but do you allow them to map their own way? Because some people feel like if they dive in, that their opinion is so valuable, but I don't think that's part of mentoring. You know what I mean? So that's my next question. Do you allow
Like
do you allow the person you mentoring map their own way?
I help them to find it. That's my job is to help them to find it. That's they. I mean, I can't. I'm not living through nobody, so that's what people be doing. You know, if I tell you I think this is best for you, and you that's me living through you. That ain't what I do. I just help them define it. Like think about I think about when I was a kid. I wanted to be a whole bunch of different things. Didn't know why. I just wanted to be it. So now I understand the importance of the finding. So that's one of the main things I do when I mentor. Is you want to do this? Why? Okay. You want to do it because you make a lot of money. Is there anything else that you like to make a lot of money? Did you look at anything else? If it's just for the money, there's different ways to make money. So make sure this is why. I mean, be passionate about this. You're gonna be happy doing this for 30, 40 years. You know. So even like coaching and mentoring, some of the same, I guess, styles and tactics I use, but is with coaching, it's not that much. I'm not like locked in on them. I'm just locked in on what they're trying to accomplish. When I'm mentoring, I'm locked in on the person. If that makes sense. But coaching and mentoring, uh, they could be, people probably get coaching and use it as mentoring. I think coaching is just for a period. I gotta go get my other book.
Um, I don't know if we caught that last part, but when you get back on the mic, you may have to repeat that. I'm just like I'm on the I'm on the understanding that it's cool to guide, it's cool to assist, but to like put your emphasis on a thing as far as I don't like I said I don't think that's mentoring because some may look at that as like all right you trying to live through that person that you're trying to assist or you want them to live you want to live like pretty much live their life through that person that you're trying to teach or assist or however you want to put that. So I'm not,
No, my bad. I'm bad.
no, I got you. I'm of the mindset of if you allow them to like answer their own questions or map it out, if they get it right, they get it right. If they get it wrong, then I could be able to help them to figure out how we can get that aim, that goal back on track. Maybe I might be a little bit off, but that will be like my definition of being a mentor. But you guys do this a little bit more frequently, so I'll lean on your understanding and aspect of it.
Commander, what up, though, sis? What up, Nine? The generals in the building. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. It's like with both, with coaching and mentoring. Um, it's not about you. It's about what you can add to them. That's how I look at it. It's not about me. It's their life, you know. So only thing I can do is help guide them, help them understand, and help direct them. Don't let them fall off the cliff, but if they on a curved plane, let them fall on the face so they can experience how it feel to have a busted nose, blood and guts, so they understand next time, don't play that close to the curve. So it is like mentoring is like you said earlier. I think the best way is like the big brother scenario. Like just understanding, like they have to learn things on their own. You should be there to help guide them, answer questions when they need it, give them that extra motivation, that inspiration when they fail. That pick them up. It's different, like a kid almost. You know, us as individuals, we all need different things, right? So that's the main thing I learned mentoring and being mentored is like there's not no one way to do it. You adjust to what the person's strengths and weaknesses. So for one person, I might do this. Next person, I don't have to do it because they got that part, but they don't got this part, so I gotta do this. So um, overall, just helping them define what they want. I mean, this is like one of the universal keys I can tell you when you mentor. Like, help them define. Always define things. Because the more you know about it, the more you will understand the story or not. Make sure their ideas are there, their desires are there, and when you start that young, they begin to understand it more and more. And that always been key. I don't know. I think I got off topic with that. Always been best to refrain from personal growth and wait till. But see, sometimes in mental, like, um, like I said too, it's the field. Like, what are you mentoring? Because, um, like if I'm mentoring a young man, right? I'm trying to help guide him into man. I need to know all the personal stuff. I need to know when you fuck up. I need to know when you do good. If I'm guiding you into manhood, because if you know something that's not beneficial now and you go pay for it later, I need to be able to tell you that. If you're hanging around the wrong people, if the girl you with is influencing you the wrong way as a mentor, like as a big brother, yeah, I'm gonna let you go through some shit, but I gotta make sure you still here to go through it because I've been on the other side where women set my homeboy up and he ain't here no more. Boys set I had friends that set each other up. They ain't here no more. So especially you talking about like from the inner city. So you need to know all that personal. So as a
Uh,
yeah, as a coach,
yeah.
I don't really intermingle my life with none of my clients. Because they're clients too. That's the thing too. Like they're clients. These are people paying. A lot of times, I paid mentors. The people I mentored, they never paid me. I just did it because it was necessary. But they never paid me. Shit. When we had a group, we used to go pick up kids from all over Detroit, and there was 13 of them, and they never. It was us putting our money together to do something for the kids. It wasn't even like wasn't no government paying us. No, we put our money together to do little things to keep them out of trouble.
Uh, got another question from the chat. Have you ever had a client you had to drop? That was a question from the chat.
Client you had to drop. Yeah, yeah. I dropped clients and I dropped two clients and the client dropped me. I ain't gonna tell you why they dropped me. But yeah, I had a client drop me.
So then, my question then would lead to how do you suggest someone to build up the patience to be a mentor? Because, this is not, it's a lot of different avenues to go about it, and a lot of it could be very frustrating. But if you don't have that patience, you may you may discourage a person into doing something that like dropping a class or not finishing school or something to that effect. What is your best advice to build the patience to be in this field of mentoring?
Now, see, that's a hard question because um, I can do this for you. I can tell you what built my patience because I even think building patience will be different for everyone. But help me with younger people in general. Um, have patience with them is remembering when I was there. I just remember, and it helped me understand how to communicate with them. And I understand some people I'm not gonna reach. I can't worry about those. Even young people, man. I hate to sound like that, but when you can't reach them, sometimes you would never reach them, and sometimes you can't reach them right now. But the more you focus on that, the less focus is on. So I know that sounds bad, but uh, that's I think another thing that helped me develop patience is understanding. This is in general. I think there's not gonna be a one size fit all thing, but learn this about patience, right? I think this is the key to help people develop more patience. Not everything and everybody deserves your patience in the first place. So focus on giving to the right people, and that will help you develop even more of it because uh, you can practice it and exercise it with the confidence that you know is appreciated. That's why you'll hear me sometimes and be like, man, I ain't fucking with them because they not worth my patience. It's just, I mean, my reality. But that is one of that's one
Uh,
of the things.
I better finish.
Oh no, that was it.
Oh no, because I think Commander's asking. She could barely hear you, so she's asking if you have another mic.
Oh, you can barely hear me. Oh man, I don't. I can go in the house though. I can do that. Let me shut down out here. I can go in the house. It'd probably be better if I'm in the house. I'm outside. My fire went
Oh,
out.
okay.
Fire went out anyway. Yeah, I can go in the house.
All right, I
I
got
don't
you.
like. I don't like leaving fire.
Yeah, I just
Do I sound very bad to you? Like it might sound bad. Yeah.
say that again.
Does the mic sound bad? Because I switched.
Uh, it's like every time you talk, it's like I don't want to say a short. It's like a little jolt of a sound that comes in as you speak.
Yeah, I knew this was gonna be a struggle stream. Ain't nobody asked me nothing. He's just ready to talk shit about my audio.
And actually, it sounds like it's getting better. So maybe it was because you was outside, like you said.
Well, I'm still outside. No, I
Oh
just
shit.
switched. I turned it. I switched it off and switched it back on to see if that would work.
Okay. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
but
mean,
mentoring and coaching is two different things, Commander. Two different things. They similar, but you get the wrong person and it seems like the same thing.
and that's why I said, the patience of this field, it has to be a high level of it because if you don't, like I said, it can go left out of nowhere. So That's why I said shout out to those people. You gotta have that patience because intolerance, right? I mean, patience and tolerance, they might go neck and neck, but sometimes, boy, you be like, oh my God, this individual right here. So you gotta have that. You gotta have that in order to be like a very respected mentor.
Yeah, you gotta. It is about being effective, and um, like I said, different people need different things. So uh, it's finding not only the right match for you, but the right match for the person. But we've been asking you questions, and I've been answering them. Gary on the panel with the good eyes. He telling me everything y'all ask me now, so you can't blame it on me. I didn't see. I don't want to hear
I
that.
missed one. Did I miss one? I don't think. I hope not.
Nah, she just gonna cuss me out.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I missed one. My bad. Because I mean, I'm over here being like, I don't want to be Anderson Cooper. I want to be the
Mhm.
black guy. I want to be the black guy in 60 Minutes. I'm just asking the questions. I'm just
Mhm.
firing. You know. I mean, like, how, like mentoring. You don't need like no degree or anything to that aspect to be be termed a mentor, right? Because like life coaching, some people think they gotta go to school for that. I don't know if it's true or not. Like, it does it have to be a certain level of schooling to be considered a mentor?
It depends where you mentoring at. Some places do require certain qualifications, but there's no mentoring school. You know what I'm saying? It's like no mentoring course. Life coaching, there are life coaching courses, but there's a lot of life coaching coaches, successful big life coaches that never took a course a day in their life. It's not like license regulated. I only got a certificate because that's what people want to see. Other than that, a mentor, life coaching is like a step down from mentoring to me, my opinion. Um, that's how I look at it. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that's a fact. I'm just saying like life coaching is kind of a step down from mentoring. And again, it depends. Different fields. Even in life coaching, different fields. Like I'm a relationship coach, bro. That's what I'm about to mainly focus on. But I do life coaching too. Just general life coaching. People come and say, I'm trying to develop this aspect or I'm trying to develop this. I want to be more like this. I help them get to that. And I'm a spiritual coach. I only had two spiritual clients since I've been doing it, but I enjoy doing that too. So, um, but I get paid for that. I never got paid for mentoring. Never. Probably could have, but I just never got paid for mentoring.
Mm-mm. Wow. I mean, you would think that the two fields are so close that it'll be so similar, but the way you're explaining it, you can definitely understand the differences between mentoring and life coaching. So,
And Commander, that's why I want you around. I bet you if I had a booger in my nose, you would tell me. I hate when I have a booger in my nose and people don't tell me. I found out. I'd be like, I thought we was cool. Like you just gonna let me walk around with the booger, but that's cool. I just know Tay. Tay like picking. Tay like talking. I'm just actually. I was just picking with Tay because I was bored. I wasn't bored. It was just that's just me. I just fuck with people I like. Y'all my people. I fuck with y'all all the time. I pick with Gary all the time. I pick with Commander. That's what I'm gonna do. So get used to it. Okay, just take it.
Yeah. It, I mean, you know, I think I ran out of questions. Anybody else got questions in the chat? I mean, I was trying to get to the hour so he before he gets petty, but we may have to start a little bit early. I ran out of questions. I'm uh I'm less to hold out. I ain't got no more questions.
My bad, I had to put my garage up and down. I didn't want y'all to hear all that garage going up and down. But yeah, um, no, I appreciate that, bro. I don't know where ARD at. I'm gonna have to roast him in the Teddy hour. ARD, smoke, bro. I done made this show. I done put your face on a thumbnail. I done put your face on a thumbnail. I don't do that often. We gonna have to talk about that. I might have to go on Petty visit. ARD, I'm
Good
just playing.
morning.
Yo,
Good
he
evening, Miss
sent me,
Tracy. How you doing? Shout out to Miss
hey, look,
Tracy.
hey, he sent me a cash up before the show, so I ain't gonna roast him. It's understandable. I don't know if that was his buyout from the show, but I accept that. Come on, come
Well,
on, mama.
Commander got a question. Her question is, where's ARD?
I think I don't know what ARD is. I think he sent me a I think that was a bribe. I accept your
Oh,
bribe.
we got it. We got a question. The question from the chat from Tay is, what is the downside of life coaching?
Oh, I want to answer her first question. Yes, I believe you can. I believe you can outgrow anything. If you, um, yeah, like even coaching, right? Um, I don't be trying to keep people. Some life coaches, they be like, I'm your life coach for life. Like, no, man. I got these programs, and once you go through them, I want you gone. That means I did a good job. And you ain't got to come back and see me for that. You can work on something else. That's how I be looking at it. They be like, I'm your life coach for life. Like, what? You don't even keep the same coaches for life. Coaches always change. That's not what coach is. But yeah. So I believe you can even outgrow your mentor. Um,
I
you
agree with
know,
that.
you said, huh?
I said I agree with that.
Yeah,
You could.
if you look at the 48 laws of power, right? They tell you never to outshine the master. Um, and you know how I take that? Because when I shine brighter than the master, I need my own dojo now. You know what I'm saying? I need my own thing. So I'm not gonna outshine you because I'm gonna go and do my own thing.
But
Um,
even when you look at that, right? Well, I don't want to go too far to the left with it. But even when you look at that, if you teach me something, what are you teaching me to be less than you? I don't understand that. If you helping me to grow, shouldn't what you teach me allow me to grow a little bit higher than what I was, or even you yourself? So I never understood that part of the 48 law.
and see, that's why even what you just said, I always rock with because it's like when I teach people stuff, not only do they have what I'm teaching them, but they have what they already had. So now, if you can incorporate that, you should know more than me because everyone gonna know something that somebody else don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. So that's my hope, my dreams that um, when I teach someone, they take it further than what I could. You know, that's how I look at that. But yeah, even from the 48 Laws of Power, that was written from aspect of someone watching people with power. So he was more or less telling you what these people do to obtain and maintain power versus this is what you do to get power. People don't know how to comprehend. People read that book thinking, "Oh, I got to do this." No, it's telling you to watch out for it. That's funny.
And so now we're gonna go back to Tay other question, which is what is the downside of life coaching?
Of me being a life coach, or like someone seeking a life coach.
Uh, I don't know how she wants to answer that. Is the question was just what is the downside of life coaching?
So it sounds like, what is the downside of life coaching? So it sounds like she asking me, what's the downside from a life coach perspective? Um, it's a couple downsides, like dealing with people you can't help because as a life coach, I'm not a therapist, right? But sometimes people come to you and they need more help than what you are certified to give them. So that's one of them. And another one is that a lot of people don't think, put it from, me especially being new, a lot of people don't think they need a life coach. A lot of people don't think, a life coach is useful. So that's another downside.
Yeah, she said from your perspective, your side, your point of view.
Yeah, a lot of people don't, they don't think life coaches are useful. They don't think they need them. Um, you meet people you can't help. You want to help. Even from what I know I can help them, but um, it's important. Like even for me, like even on the channel, right? Even when I talk about shadow work, what did I tell you? Told y'all this will work for me. I'm sharing this information. You can observe it and try it. I'm not saying if you do this, you can get better. I always tell you, you got to put the work in. I tell you, you got to, it's going to take time. I be keeping it real. Cause I mean, shit, I didn't fix myself in 2 weeks. I can't handle 90-day program. It took years, bro. So even the stuff I'm telling you, you have to practice it to get better at it, for it to become a habit or behavior. Even the way we think. When I tell you to comprehend, I can do a whole 2-hour video about the importance of comprehension versus understanding. And I promise you, 6 months later, people still won't be comprehending or practicing it. It takes time. You got to plant seeds. So even what I'm doing here, I'm planting seeds. What I say today ain't gonna make sense tomorrow, but it might make sense next week.
Tay asks, what are the benefits as a client from having a life coach? Or so pretty much from the client's perspective, what are the benefits of
Um,
having a life coach?
Having someone who, and again, I think it's different for everyone, but one of the most common things is having someone who uh, has accountability. Like as a life coach, uh, someone to an accountability part. You know, having someone that's not biased one way or another, who can look at a situation and help guide you through. You know, it's like having a third eye. Other benefits is having someone, and especially in different fields, right? Having someone who has experience, you know, who can kind of guide you through, similar to like a mentor. It's just more of a professional relationship versus a person. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
Hmm. I just think there's a benefit in a whole bunch of things that people would just find an excuse not to follow. It don't even matter whether it's mentoring, life coaching. We have a habit of just like being so independent that we feel like you said we don't need y'all. We don't need this person. We don't need that person. We don't need this one. That's why I said the patience in this thing has to be at a high, because it's just like, okay, that's like you give somebody advice and they just turn around and do what they wanted to do anyway. Why would you stop here then?
Hmm.
Why would you come to me? Why would you? You know what I mean? That's the patience that a lot of people don't have. You know, and that could be very tiresome. How do you prevent that from happening in your cases or your situation?
And see, this is something else I would say to build on. Most people do not have a desire to be successful in life. Most people have a desire to survive. That's just how they program. Most people in survival mode. So tell me logically, how does it make sense when everything in life that you do, you have a coach except for life? Think about what I'm saying. You have someone training you to do something, someone getting you ready to perform. In every aspect in life. When you go to a job, you got orientation. What's that? Getting you ready to perform. When you go to school, you got teachers. What do they do? Get you ready to perform on them tests. You always been coached throughout life until you're out there on your own and you're unprepared. So you don't have someone as a mentor to teach you. Why not pay someone to guide you instead of keep messing up? That's why we get a lot of. Um, think about this. I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of my clients, I had two black clients since I've been doing it. Most of my clients are white, Asian. I had a couple Mexican, um, Iranian. Think about how far we would be as a society if, um, well, no, I'm not even gonna say society, as a community, and I'm not talking about just black community. I'm talking about middle class, right? Middle class and lower class people, because it's all mixed in. But if they knew what the upper class people did, this is what they do. What do you think Tony Robbins is? Successful people, they got different fields of life coaching, right? They got um, they got recycling life coaches. Bullshit, you not. Green energy life coaches, teaching people how to be more energy efficient. Life coaching is not forever. It's just to coach you, to get you ready for the game, to teach you what you don't know. So people accelerate with what they're doing by having people there who did it before them, or who have information, or who can guide them. That's how people accelerate. Smart kids, rich kids still have tutors. Even if they good, they still have tutors so they can be better. We don't seek help from one another, but other people do. That's how they get ahead and stay ahead.
I was about to ask, why do you think that the melanated people are afraid to just even have this type of conversation as far as a futuristic plan? Now, I'm not even talking about diving into the past because that's not what a mentor does. Why do you, like? what is your opinion on why melanated people are afraid to just have the conversation about what they want to be in 5 years, 10 years? What's your opinion on What's your opinion on that?
Mm. I feel there's a bunch of reasons, but I think the main one is that we at constant competition with one, constant competition. Because we don't know who we are. So even saying melanated, still to the point where all melanated people are the same, and there's a competition in between those. It always been like that. It's always been competition between humans, let alone races. It's always been that, but we get it bad now. Like melanated people, we got it real bad. Other people come together. Melanated people, man. Um, every time we come together, somebody get jealous and do some fuck shit. That's just what I see in history, and that's what I experienced. I don't be fucked.
Commander, question is ARD a life coach?
No, he a mentor. He do mentorships. He ARD into the Silicon Valley. He out in Cali. He in business.
Do you think we as a society we're so busy competing against one another that they won't accept the assistance of a coach, or they just don't care?
I don't think wolves care, and the ones who do are skeptical. I think that's how that works.
That's
The ones
sad.
that are skeptical. People look for the bad in things before they look for the good. That's just how most people program. Think about that. Think about what I said. Most people look for the bad before they look for the good.
That's wow. That's a sad way to view it, but if you really pay attention, that could be the case. We're so focused on the negative that we're afraid to be positive.
The positive escape you. Be in your face for like 10 minutes, but you still looking around it, trying to make sure you see the bad come so you can dodge it and get away from it. But the good was sitting there in your face all the time. That's how it happened, man. People like this. Think about this, right? If I me and you if me and you go sit down and start a business together, right? And I go in with a preconceived notion that a partnership won't work out because it never has. This what's gonna happen. As soon as I see something, if I think you moving fine, anything happen, I'm be like, well, see, oh, yep, that's what it is, and I'm out. Instead of going in like, okay, um, I'm about business, here about business. Let's get business done. A lot of times people look at things and say it won't work instead of looking at it like, how can I make it work, right? That's how most people think. They see something that's not working, they be like, oh, it's not working, it's no good. Instead of saying, okay, why isn't it working? This is how a common person thinks, bro. And then, I don't know. Let me be quiet. Oh no, keep typing. Keep it typing. Don't stop until you get in there. right back. But yeah, I'm gonna be a little petty. We doing a show next week, and I was honestly thinking about Demon next week, the piss him off week. But we gonna do a show, and I'm gonna title it "Yeah, I'm Better Than Most." And I am so sick of hearing, "Ain't nobody better than nobody." Why do people say that? That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. What you mean, ain't nobody? If people doing better, making better decisions, being nice to the people, aren't those people better than people who not doing that? So how ain't nobody better than no? The people I hear say that. Why, when you hear people say that, watch what they do. Watch their actions. They just try to make an excuse for the fuck shit they do. Watch that shit. Ain't nobody better than yes they are. The people who do better are better than the people who don't do better. And a lot of that is choices. People choose to do a lot of this fuck shit, right? You can call it temptation or whatever you want. It's still a choice. You decide it. Have some discipline. Have some self control. I be wanting to cuss people out. I be wanting to roast people, especially when they get on my nerves, but I don't. Right? And the key is this: it's not going to happen overnight, but it's a process. And the very first part of that process is being aware, knowing that okay, I probably shouldn't do that. The more you're aware, the less you will do it. And it's a process, it's step by step. It don't happen overnight. But some people don't practice it at all. They will make a fucking excuse for some bullshit they did instead of saying, okay, you know what, I was wrong. A person who can admit that's called accountability. Once a person say like, I shouldn't have did that, they're identifying where they went wrong at. That's accountability. When a person making an excuse or justification, that's not accountability. It's what you need. And that's the thing too. That's the thing too, Commander. Like in coaching, it's like I've been blessed. Like I said, I only had to drop two people, and it wasn't because they wasn't listening to me. It was because I wasn't gonna waste their time. I couldn't help him. Well, his problem was deeper. He needed, in my opinion, a therapist. In my opinion, he needed a therapist, but well, they needed a therapist. So it wasn't like I just didn't want to waste their money or time. No, I try to keep it real. If I can't help you, I can't help you. I don't wanna waste your money. I don't want to waste your time. But like even when I was researching, life coaching, um, you see horror stories from life coaches. They all on YouTube, TikTok. But people don't listen to them and get mad because they're not getting results. I haven't ran into that yet. So at least I wasn't told. Everybody been generally happy. I think I had one person. That's a horse of a different color. It was nah, I can't think. But yeah, that was just a horse of a different color. Mhm. But yeah, it's there's a lot of different things that I want to start talking about. And sometimes the conversation is more or less setting the tone. And that's the tone I want to set, man. I don't want nobody around me to think they ain't better than people who ain't doing shit. Because if we putting in the work, then goddamn it, we putting in the work. If they don't want to put it in, ain't no participation trophies over here. I'm straight. No participation trophies. I don't give them up. If you ain't coming first, second, or third, try again later. Try again later. You know, and that's just life. Like this society is so soft. They're trying to cancel Eminem for making a bar about Megan getting shot in the foot. Like, come on now, man. Like people can't even rap. Like, imagine censoring Paul Mooney. I ain't about to censor Paul Mooney. You gonna say whatever the hell you want to say. He ain't no rapper, but they trying to censor Dave Chappelle. Like, this is comedy. This is what we always had. You know, we got these gladiator sports people punching themselves in the face, and then you have these people so soft they can't take a joke. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. Mm. Hey, can you Because I think if I, because I'm on my phone, I was gonna say, can you? Oh, am I in regular mode? Hold on. I don't think I can put it on. Hold I'll be right back. Okay, can y'all hear me? Am I back? If you can hear me, I put the link. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on for another minute. I'm gonna stay on for a minute. Yeah, I might as well raid the place. Yeah, I ain't about to get off. I was trying to I was trying to post the link, but I had to go off because I'm on my phone. But I was able to do it. Yeah, but the link on the community wall, I'm gonna start calling it a link. Watch somebody say something. Like you don't even know how to spell link. Hey, eat y'all. Hey, eat y'all.
What's good?
What up, though? Man, this guava mango juice is so good. I'm gonna just drink the curtain.
What you was asking for?
Oh, Commander was trying to get the link, and I had to go off of StreamYard to post it on my community wall so she can get it. But yeah, it's on the community wall. The link. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, Tay dropped off too. Is my mic back? Am I back? 'Cause I know sometimes when I leave and put it back, it be messed up. Hello?
Can you hear
Oh.
me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You didn't hear what I just did you?
Uh-oh, what happened?
When you popped up, I'm like, hello? Like, hold on, I ain't on the phone.
Nah, man, it's that dumb. Man, people be calling me like on Facebook and stuff. That stuff be getting on my nerves. So they called and they interrupt.
Mm.
People weird. People you don't even know. They be calling. I'ma disable that messenger.
I had to do that for a year because people found my Facebook page and started playing on it.
Yeah, they wild. They be doing too much.
They call you from other countries and shit.
Yeah,
That's
playing.
what, yeah, women calling me from Africa. Man, my boy did something. He was petty though. He was like, we can help you get your green card if you're a female and put mine.
Man, nah, he wrong. He had them people calling every day, boy.
Man, I had to disable Messenger. I'm like, he was like, I didn't think that was gonna happen.
No, them
Uh-oh.
people want their green card.
What
Virginia
up,
Rouse.
nine?
What up, man?
What's up, Commander?
Come on, Ted, give me a what up, nine.
What
She's not
up,
gonna do it.
nine?
It's alright. Ah, there we are. How's it going,
I
guys?
was drinking
What
something.
up, chat?
I was about to say she was probably eating.
I was like, damn, Tay's one of
I
those that you're
was.
not
I
gonna
was
tell me what to
drinking.
do. Shoot.
I just finished smashing. I was hungry as hell. I was like, man, you smoke 2 joints. I'm about to eat. I'm gonna be
What you
quiet.
was eating on?
You guys are gonna
My
eat right
wife,
now?
she made this. It's like I don't know what it was. It's like chicken with Asiago Gouda and this other like creamy sauce with yellow rice and potatoes. It was slapping.
Mmm, sound good.
She the reason why I'm that cooking like that, boy.
Yo, when we gonna get back to the spiritual religious? I want to hear some of that.
That's
I
when the
told
people come in from
you,
like,
make the
yeah,
show. Tell me what you want to talk
the
about.
trolls and the hardcores.
They be mad.
They're like, do you believe in God? They have all these like questions like I don't know sometimes if they're just curious or if it's the type of question where they're gonna like they're right away ready to judge, ready to like
Yeah,
jump on you.
but that'd be fun because um, that'd be fun sometimes. Because most people don't even know what they be talking about.
Uh-huh. For real, I was one of those people.
And
But when
and
you
then
actually start, I don't know if you want to call it debate or whatever, but when you actually see that's the crazy part is that, and I don't know about anybody else, but for me, like when I actually started talking to people and like I guess you want to say debate or whatever, or have conversations, a lot of questions came up. It was questions that came up before, but even then, it was like I didn't have answers to a lot of stuff.
Exactly. A lot of yeah,
You don't
a lot
have
of questions
answers
can't
to
be
your
answered.
religion. But how can, but if this is what you're gonna die for. This is what you're gonna die for. Then you should know it. Like the back of your, you
Mhm.
shouldn't have no questions whatsoever.
But I think there's things that are not explained that can't be explained, like supernatural things that have no explanation.
like even like my wife asked me about ghosts, right? She was like, "How can you explain ghosts?" I said, "Well, if you read from the Bible, right, it tell you God blew breath into Adam. Adam didn't have a soul until he ate the apple. He didn't know wrong from right. That's our internal guidance system. So when we die, our soul is internal, meaning going back to creator. But our consciousness, if we don't elevate our consciousness to merge with our soul, that's what you have here, the lower vibration. If you notice, when they talk about ghosts, it's always something demonic or scary or it's literally a lower vibration. Even when they talk about, what do they call it? The recurrence, when the ghosts just keep doing the same thing, like walking down the hall, not doing nothing else but walking down. A lot of times, damn, I forgot what it's called. My wife was walking, but our consciousness kind of higher and lower. Like when we talk about the ego, that's our consciousness. Right? That's in the conscious. So the idea that desires, that's the lower vibration. Super ego is the higher. That's the part we gotta function on to bring it. So, so even ghosts, those just lower vibrational apparitions that couldn't go to the afterlife, so they stuck here. That
Godspell's in the chat. Hi,
what up?
Godspell.
What up, though, guys? Phil? Yeah, it's a lot of, and the stuff
But
that's not. And I say it like this: the stuff that we consider not explained, I can honestly tell you, it's not that it's not known. It's just we're not aware. A lot of times people ask the wrong question.
I was just about to ask that. But do you feel like ghosts are basically just spirits that deciding to stay on this plane?
It's not even deciding this. They can't. Some people don't have a soul. Uh, some people don't have soul. Their souls people. Bible tell you the seed of the serpent will forever be at battle with the seed of Eve. There's two different seeds on this planet from that understanding. But then you observe for yourself and you see people do soulless things. Like how can someone hurt a kid? They don't have a soul. With no conscience. People do things unconsciously, don't feel bad about it. Why don't they feel bad? They don't have a soul. The soul is an internal guidance system.
So wait, let me get this. You saying this? Oh, so the souls that the wait. So the souls that are here are people without souls, or the ghosts that are here are people without souls?
Mm,
Is that what you saying?
yeah. And the
I
spirit,
disagree.
Oh,
the spirit, the soul and the spirit is not the same. We can read any ancient documents, and
your audio.
Even the Egyptians, right? Can you hear me now?
Are you
Yeah.
able, since we're here, are you able to like go and come back? Because even
Um,
your picture's gone, your avatar is gone too.
let me. Where did the leave button? Oh, I just do it,
See, I disagree. Like, I don't know if that's what he was trying to say. Like, a person who can hurt a child is soulless, but I don't think so because I think they might be a little lost, or in the moment they're not controlling themselves and they're reacting to something, their anger or whatever it might be. Doesn't mean they don't have a soul. It's just maybe they're not they're not right at the time.
I don't know. I think it could be a little bit of both, maybe. What y'all saying. I agree. I think it's a little bit of what you saying because I'm sure it's people that have souls that do shady, that do weird shit. So
Yeah, like you can have a bad spirit or you can have a good spirit.
Can you hear me?
We all have spirit. Ooh, yes, I can hear you and your avatar is back, but I have an echo.
That's because you're not in my Bluetooth. Hold on. Let me.
Oh, okay.
I might have to run it like that though.
Does the chat hear an echo?
yeah.
Godspell, do you hear an echo? Oh, it went away.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So, you're right. Like people with souls can do bad things. You know, that's what happened. Their soul be tormented. You ever see somebody do something and instantly regret it, or even you feel bad about doing things. You know, that's your internal guidance system. But what I'm telling you, there's some people who don't get that at all. Those are soulless people. Even so, think about this. Even in psychology, you have what they call psychopaths, right? Um,
Right. That they don't
somebody
feel.
heard the pop. Like so, psychopaths, they tell you they don't feel empathy. They don't feel anything. You know, they don't have a soul. Remember
Mm.
when Eve bit that apple, they knew right from wrong.
So then is a soul related to feeling? The soul is feelings?
Yeah, yeah. Your soul, that your emotions are your that's the language of the soul. That's your internal guidance system. That's your connection with the creator. When you feel bad, normally what's happening. You ever feel super good, like total bliss, and you just feel like everything is in the right place?
Yeah, the sky is
Mhm.
blue, the sun feels
Everything
warm.
you on the right path. You're on. You're doing your. And when I feel like that, I can speak for myself. I create some of the most beautiful things I've ever created. It's like I'm in total zen. Everything is in the perfect place. And then when I feel bad, everything is out of place. You ever just look around like, okay, this is just a total mess. Everything is a mess. And you know you're going the wrong way. That's your internal guidance system. You feel
Yeah.
bad because you're going the wrong way. Literally, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
If you with when you with the wrong person, they make you feel bad because you're going the wrong way with this person. This is not the direction you're supposed to go, so you feel bad. But when you're with the right people, you feel good. And okay, this is the right direction I'm supposed. It's literally your internal guidance system. People try to overcomplicate things. We can get into detail what it actually is, but I'm just telling you the meat and potatoes. It's your internal guidance system. If you follow that basic, then you'll begin to understand more and more in depth of what it truly is. But just to get away from the indoctrination, because it's a reason why you don't, even psychology, right? It teaches you about behavior, personality. But why is there nothing? You got whole studies on consciousness. They broke it down to the ego, right? Consciousness. That's what they broke the ego down to. Look at Siegfried's model, and it's all about consciousness. But they don't teach you about your emotions. Even in college, there's no emotion class. You can go to emotional intelligence course, but that's a course. That's not a class. Why don't they teach you about your emotions? But what is you controlled by? You controlled by
Emotions.
exactly. That's how they get you to think
But I think your mind can control your emotions. Like when I'm feeling some sort of emotion,
on
I
the
can
outside.
tell myself, my mind can tell myself, hey, no, that's not right. Tell yourself a different story, and that will adjust your emotions.
You're
No,
No,
rationalizing, and
no.
that works sometimes,
that's your feelings though.
and that's and that
You
works.
feel a way, and then your mind says, "Hey, tell
I was
yourself this and
thinking
that."
too.
You know what I mean? So it's the feeling first that comes, and then since you feel that way, then your mind kicks in, and majority of the time you try to get your mind, cause since you feel that way, you trigger your mind, and then your mind say, okay, I need to feel better. So that's why you tell yourself, I need to do this, da 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 da. Da. It's really the feeling that triggers it.
The trigger's the thought. And I'm gonna tell you this: if you're using thought to control emotions, you're working from the outside in. If you use emotion to control thought, now you're working from the inside out. This is how they control you. It's because they give you the thought that drives the emotion. But you working backwards, literally. That's why you're able to be controlled by something from the outside that can now control something on the inside. When we supposed to be affecting the outside with what we have on the inside. Think about anything and everything created on the planet came from the inside of someone first. But people only create things because of the desire and the belief. Those are two emotions.
Yeah,
They
I
want
kind of
to.
understand what you mean. If you're good, the outside source is not going to affect you as much or not at all. If you're good and you know who you are and you're confident in what's going on with you and you feel good, like everything's right.
Exactly. And that's the trick. That's the hardest part because we're not taught that. We told that, but we're not taught it.
Yeah.
The whole religion thing, like I don't judge people. If it's working for them and it's good and it's working for them, then why mess that up? The only thing I do think is that if the person doesn't know or hasn't experienced something else, they may not know that that something else feels different or better. Like you only know what you know. So you might think, "Oh, this is great. I'm this religion or whatever their beliefs are, what they're practicing," but they don't know the feeling of other what the other side can bring to their life. It's kind of like when you're in a bad relationship. Sometimes you don't know that it's bad until you experience something good, like a good
Exactly.
relationship. And then you're like,
Yes.
damn, I wasn't happy in that relationship and I thought I was. This, right? This one is where it's right.
And see, a lot of times, that's why experience is so important. A lot of times, like that was a perfect analogy. You know, I tell people you don't know good until you experience bad. You know, uh, so you have to experience both to know they exist. You know, whatever you're aware of, you can't experience something that you're unaware of. Even if you experience something that you're unaware of, um, you wouldn't know. Like you just said, I was in a bad relationship and didn't know how bad it was until I got in a relationship. So you can experience something and not know unless you're aware of it. Does that make sense? Am I making sense of what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, have you ever experienced something and then after the experience, you read a book or listened to something and then experienced it again and noticed something that you didn't catch the first time because what happened in the midst of it happening twice was that book or whatever you listened to gave you a deeper awareness of what you experienced. So when you seen it again, you knew it. This is just how we um, learn. You know, we learn through association. You know, I can sit up here and tell y'all something, right? But if I don't define it and put it in a box, you just hearing it. You just hearing a bunch of
right.
stuff.
Right.
Everything in its due time. Just like how we were talking about, like somebody might not, you might be telling someone something, sharing with them, and they're not receiving it, and then somebody else tells them, and then it's like, it's almost like they heard it for the first time
hmm
because that's when
And
they were ready to receive it or open to it.
check this out. This is what I learned about what you just said. A lot of times, like even with my wife, I tell her something, and then she go on TikTok or something, or she be like, "Oh my God, look at this." And I'm like, "I told you that." She'd be like, "Yeah." If I never told her that in the first place, she wouldn't have been aware to even experience it. So a lot of times, that's what we call planting a seed. You know, I can say something. It's a seed plant. Somebody can say the same thing, but they articulate it in a way that you understood it, but it was already pre-planted. So it's like they really watered the seed for it to grow. I don't know if that makes sense. Like you plant a seed,
Nah,
but
that make good sense. That's how the universe works, though.
yeah, you plant the seed, but it
You
may
know?
take someone else to water it for it to grow.
That's it. Man, I'm telling you, that's exactly how the universe works. Like, it'll be like somebody plant something. You could read something in the book. Somebody will say something to you. It could come in so many different forms. But it's like it's planted in your head. You don't grasp the concept, any of that. But then it's like now it's like building blocks. Then the universe will give you this person that'll say this. And then, hey, they suggest this book or just this other person, build on to what they said. Yeah, crazy. But that's how it works.
Hey, watch the. Hey, guys, guys, Phil, I grew up on Faircrest, bro. Me and my old hood, Southern and Hayes. Bro, I used to run up and down there. I grew up on Faircrest, and then I moved on East Warren. I mainly grew up on East Warren too. But yeah, my people still over there. I got people all through that hood, bro.
That's what's up, Godspell. Go fill your stomach and come back. He might
Yeah,
jump on
them
panel.
Coney. I ain't had no Coney. I ain't been down to the. I ain't too far from the city. I'm right on off the freeway. I'll be right there, but I don't even drive no more. But yeah, I love. Hey, man, shout out to the D, man. Especially the East Side, bro. Here on the East Side, them my people. I love East Siders, man. We been
Yeah, I heard them coney wings and them chili cheese
oh my
fries hit.
chili cheese fries be slapping, man. Hey, you get out the club and see, man, you leave the club and we be downtown. I mainly partied at the casino though. I ain't really party at. I mean, I used to party at Club Blue before, man. It's too much shit happening. But you leave the club about 3 in the morning, man. National Coney. You get Coney dogs with two cheese fries and some wings. Man, they soak up all that liquor. Oh man, I used to. Man, we yeah. But shit, leaving the line. You ain't gotta hit the club. You leave the strip, hit the Coney, chili
They're
cheese
open
fries.
right now. They close at like 2, 3 in the morning.
Man, Coney open. The Coney on where I stayed at. I stayed on the east side, man. 24/7. Coney's on close. I know during COVID they did. The ones in the suburbs closed, but the ones in the city, man, them must be 24 hours. 20 hours when they closed. You go out to the suburbs, them all closed at like 3, 4 in the morning. Open back up at 8. But they is breakfast, lunch, and dinner 24/7. So they 24-hour operation. They be open.
Nice.
Yeah. And you wake up out your sleep 5 o'clock in the morning and go to Coney and get something to eat. Go get a motherfucking omelet. Get a Western omelet. I remember I used to get up and go to the gym. I'd go to Coney and grab me an omelet. I didn't pay, man. I should have had some stocking from
Right?
Van Dyke and Harper. Mm. Yep, I grew up on Buckingham, right off between East Warren and Outer Drive. I graduated from Finney, bro. I'm a Highlander. I went to Cash for a year, got kicked out for fighting. But then I graduated from Sydney. Then I moved on. What was the name of that? East Line. I used to stay on East Line for a while. But then I moved across off of Harper on Elmdale. Hey, it used to be. You ever heard of Knights of the Round Tables, van club? You on the east side? I know you heard of Knights of the Round Table. Them my people. Hey, hey, you a Detroit? I hung out with Maserati kids, bro. His daughter was my bro. You know, his daughter sell real estate. His oldest daughter, she sell real estate. But his son, I grew up with his son. And all my people from the Black Bottom, bro. I had people on the east, the west. And if you grew up on Van Dyke, man, you know my people, bro. If you grew up on anywhere near Harper, so it's just Van Dyke and Harper. So you went to you grew up over there, like KU, went to Kettering.
Drive safe, Godspell. Just make sure you pick me up some chili cheese fries.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say too much. I was about to say something. He's like, "Oh hell, no." It's one thing that happened at a park. There's a crater in one of them parks, Palmer Park. You know that crater. There's a crater at that park. You know anything about that crater? And you know why?
Is that where Superman landed?
Something like something said, "Poof, boom." Let me shut up. But anyway, um,
Mm,
yeah, I'm east side.
that's-
I'm straight east side. They're my people. I ain't in the street no more. I never was like, he know what it is.
but speaking on the religion part, listen, I'm like you, Commander. If it works for them, then it works for them. That's cool. But I don't like when you try to drill it into other people. Let me tell you about the goodness of God, and you gonna go to hell if you don't do da da da. Da. Yeah, like that. I'm not with. You know, do you? But
Yeah,
don't be telling me where the hell I'm gonna go. You know
yeah. I had some
that.
elderly lady tell me that. She like rubbed me on the shoulder at the bank. Okay, we're like waiting in the little lobby for her turn. And she rubbed me on the back and she said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. You're not going to get into heaven." Just based off of religion.
You know what you should have told her? You not neither. Because ain't nobody from here going to heaven. That's what the Bible said. No man from heaven can enter heaven. If you ain't from heaven, you can't get into heaven. That's what the Bible says. So the hell you talking about, right? People don't
I don't even remember. I don't remember what I told her. Like, I didn't say anything bad.
and even condemning people, right? You condemning people to hell. You can't judge people. The
I
Bible
thought it
tell
was
you,
funny.
man. Like that's the thing. Like people, they weaponize religion and make people feel bad for not accepting and trying to scare people. Like I don't like no offense against no other race, right? I'm not. This ain't no offense against them. I don't feel the type of way about what other race. But when black people tell other black people you're going to hell or try to use the Bible to fear or scare or stuff, that's the same thing the slave master did. Like, stop doing that shit. Let people
Right.
find their own way.
Yeah, nobody really knows.
Yeah, man, all that stuff. Man wrote that shit in there. If you want to know, go within. You know, when you go within, everything will be explained. It's hard because a lot of stuff inside you didn't even come from you. A lot of stuff inside people, they've been indoctrinated to believe. People
Yeah, I
see,
just,
like,
yeah.
even think about this. Think about this, right? Your name is your name because somebody told you. Your mom and dad is your mom and dad. Somebody told you. You wasn't here or conscious enough to know if these even your real parents. Your race is your race because somebody told you. Everything about you is what somebody told you. People don't even define who they are. They just accept what they was told and run with it. You know, you only black or white because that's where everybody else in your family was involved in that, man. Go learn yourself. Go inside yourself. Feel. If you can feel, that's what you need to start with. Learn your feelings. Why you feel the way you feel. You are designed to be whatever you desire. You
Do
are
you,
part of the creator. You can define yourself.
do you think everybody is born, well, besides the ones that are sociopaths or whatever, do you think everybody's born with love? Like that's an innate, like born natural thing, love.
I think it is. I think that's one of the only natural things people. I think we taught everything else. I think that's what we have when we come. Everything else. I think hate is taught. Hate ain't natural. Jealousy, all that stuff is learned behavior
Selfishness, like how are
selfish
little kids automatically like mine, mine? They're like, is that
because
taught?
they see us do it. They learn from us. We're indoctrinated into it. Even from a baby, like I ain't want nobody touching my baby. This is mine. Dirty hands, this, that, you know, clinging on to. And then from even in the womb, it's just the mom and the baby. I mean, I think that's so. I don't really. Yeah, I guess it is selfishness, but um, I think I would probably explain it more territorial and selfishness. I think it's more territorial, like because I want
Next
you.
time I
Oh, go ahead.
no, next time I come on panel, I'm going to be ready with a link. I can't look it up right now, but there's this Korean, I don't know if you've ever seen her on YouTube. She's been interviewed. She shared her story. She was a North Korean defector, her and her mom. It's really interesting. I can't go over everything that she talked about, but it's really interesting how she grew up and her opinions about like what we're born with and what we're taught.
And see, and I think a lot of that. I believe it's individuality too, because like I know as even as a kid, like everyone told me I was never selfish. I always gave stuff away. But my son is selfish. My daughter is not though. My daughter give everything away. You know, so I think that's individual. I think we all come here different. Like Tay explained with the numbers. Like my son is a one. My daughter is a three. You know, I'm a 33. I'm a six too. So I'm not a selfish person. I always gave. You know, always. But I've been around people who, even when we was kids, were selfish. And they're still selfish now.
So
So I
what's a
think
God? What?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, go
What?
ahead.
Oh no no
So
no.
somebody in the chat on another channel, I can't remember where, they asked, "What's your God number?" Not to me, but to the host. Uh, I don't know if that's like the same as a life path number, but the person was asking, "What's your God number?"
I never heard of that.
Never
Actually,
heard of that either.
never heard of a God. Tell you ever heard of a God number?
A who?
A God number.
Oh yeah, I think I have. Yeah, yeah, I've heard of that. So if I'm not mistaken, that's pretty much the gods and goddesses, different gods and goddesses, and they have a
Okay.
number.
Now does that? Hold on, I might be mistaken. Does
They
that associate?
associate themselves with numbers, if this is what he's talking about.
Would that be through the pantheon of gods, like Zeus, or like all the gods, or
Yeah, I mean,
specific?
you could do all the guys, you read Yoruba, like all of them. You can go through, you know, it's not just,
Yeah. If that's it, I know.
yeah, if that's what he's talking about, yeah, but if it's something else, I don't know.
Have you ever heard of the? I think I told you before, but I don't know if you looked it up. Did you ever look up your human,
Your audio, human what?
your human design?
Human design, no.
Give it a chance. Type in human design chart and check that out. I'm a generator.
Just type in human design.
Yeah, type in human design chart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's interesting too. Somebody put me on that. I knew about that before I knew about lifestyle.
Okay.
It's interesting. It's something that Da Vinci, but once you look at it, you'll understand like how he got to that. He put so much in lifestyle.
So with your coaching, do you plan to incorporate life path numbers and stuff? Because I think that's important.
Um, I is you got to get in the Discord. It's something that I
Why you
wanted
gonna
to.
refer him to me? Nah.
Right.
It's something that we talked about, but yeah, yeah, we gotta get to it. Yeah, we gonna do something. I want to do something major. It's just with life, and we all go through stuff. But it's something, especially now, looking into another aspect, but especially now, like I said, we doing stuff on here, but the 9% is something that can benefit people out there too. So not just with these conversations, but actually providing services to people. So, yeah, yeah, this could be dope. I am a spiritual coach, so I can have people I work with.
I mean, I think that could be beneficial, although some people might not like believe in it, but it could be beneficial for them.
Yeah, and then it's like I had a reading by another numerologist, and he said something that Kay always say. This is potential. It's still up to you to put the. They can only tell you. And by even telling you that stuff is like when things resonate, because he even said the same thing. He was like, I'm a thinker. I'm a thinker. I'm constantly in my mind all day, every day. And I used to think I was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I'm like, why am I always thinking? Like, and it's like, the only thing I can compare it to is when I was watching Avengers Endgame, Doctor Strange was going through all those. different multiverses and seeing all those different thoughts. That's how my brain literally works. Like I be having so many thoughts at the same time about the same thing. I just see it in different ways simultaneously.
Well, that also could be ADHD. Just saying.
I do that. That's what they sum stuff up to like that. You know, they don't want you to know you got a superpower, so they say you got ADHD. It'd be like Professor X. I just didn't
Yeah,
know.
it's definitely a superpower that you have to kind of learn how to manage and work through. Like there was things that I didn't learn until like now, or not too long ago about ADHD, that I'm like, oh, I already do these things, like these things to cope with it. Like I already do some of the things that I was being taught that I
Mm.
should do to like improve my day to day.
For me, it was controlling it and not. It was alright. Hey, Commander, Lady Shea Butter said,
What up, Lady Shay?
if this mic is working, I'm gonna try to do an earlier show. I gotta try to do something to I don't want to feel though. It's crazy. But I gotta do something to get my number. For some reason, I'm not in the algorithm. Cause
You
like
mean
my
on the
wife,
on the short feed,
period.
just
Like
in
don't.
general?
Yep. Yep. I'm not in the algorithm. I know I ain't post no shorts in a while. I gotta post some more shorts.
Yeah, some people call it shadow ban.
Yeah. I know they got me. It's man, there's so much stuff that happens to me. They humble and but yeah, they don't want your boy to be great. So it's alright. They ain't got no choice. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about narcissism versus Machiavellianism tomorrow. I got some shows that we gonna talk. Let me ask y'all an honest question. I want y'all to be honest, non-apologetic. I don't want you to try to save nobody's feelings or nothing like that. Right? Just speak how your heart feels. True. Do you feel that you are better than some people?
Sometimes, yeah.
Tay, you go to sleep on it, or you over there eating
Oh,
now?
you was asking me too? Thought you was
Yeah,
asking just Commander.
I'm asking both of y'all.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like I'm better than some people. I don't act like it, but the things that they do, yeah, I'm better. For
Not
sure.
like in an arrogant way, not like in an arrogant way.
And see,
Nah.
this is what I want people to realize, right? I want people to step into reality. That's why I say I don't wake people up. I want people to unplug. The reality is, it's people better. It's people that you better than, and it's people that's better than you. That's just reality. It's people that do better than you, and it's people that you do better than. So
Yeah, I
to
definitely see, yeah, that point too. There's other people that do better than me.
but for us to sit up here and say no one is better than no one, that's a blatant lie. And that holds people back. I truly, I ain't gonna say I believe. I know that holds people back because, like, even listening to how, y'all was saying is like, yeah, I feel like I'm better than people, but not in the air. You shouldn't even know. There's fuck that arrogant shit. It's not being arrogant telling the truth. For some people that just don't do right. So yeah, I'm better than those people, and it's people that do better than me. You know why they do better than me? Because they know more than me. So it's not the fact that these people I can't achieve what they have. It's just I have to build up to what they do. I just got to build myself up. So if
It's
I
like if
know that, I can do that.
yeah, like if you go to a restaurant and you know the waitress is there, the waiters and waitresses, like sometimes there's better waitress. Like you know which waitress you want to get versus the
Mm.
bad one.
When you go to, I go to the buyers down the street. We go there all the time. I know what cashier to go to and what cashier not. Because one dude just talking my head off, and I don't like talking. Like I don't know, man. It's like some people just weird. They be asking you all personal questions. Like I don't even know you, and we out in the public. Why would you ask? Oh, how did you lose your eye? Man, fuck out of here.
But you
Like
know,
I'm
it's
just
also like, yeah, it's also your perspective. Like some people like to be asked questions, right? So it's also our perspectives.
Gary. Gary like that. Gary like talking to people. Like I'm telling you, like
Yeah,
talking. I do not like that. You know, and like you said,
he's inquisitive. He wants to know how you're doing. Like there's just it's a different personalities, you know.
I'm on
Like
business.
somebody might like the customer service person that doesn't talk a lot and that's like gets straight to the point and it's like dry. And then another person might like the customer service lady that's real quirky and laughing and you know, it's a preference.
Yeah, my preference is no. I just want to buy stuff and leave. I know I'm bad. That's just me, man. That's just me. I'm always polite. So if they talk, I always talk back. That's one thing I do. I will say, unless they say something ignorant. This is one lady. Every time she see me, she pinch my arm. I'm like, why is she touching me, lady? My wife like, I think she likes you. Like, shut up. Yeah, that's what life is, perspective. Though. Like, I don't. I understand it. You know, that's just how some. That's why I said I'm always polite. You know, I'm a very polite person, but I don't have the patience to ignore it. But as long as, like, it's people like it's so weird to me. Like people, I have had people walk right past my wife and ask me for help all the time. I had people walk right up to me and hug me like I just needed to hug you. Like I don't know you, lady. That was weird. That happened to me 3 times in my life where people just walked up and hugged me. Like, why are you hugging me? I don't know you. But I was always polite and nice. I thought one lady tried to steal my wallet though.
Well, do you feel like you match? Well, I know we've talked about matching people's energy, but like for example, like in business, we're taught to kind of match people a little bit. Like I don't know if you've ever had any like training on that.
Like you, I've been trained on that, tried that, but you know what always happens? I have people match my energy. Even if I'm not like the most influential in the room, it just naturally happens. I think it's just my demeanor. Like I'm always like kind of like my broker was like he loved taking me to like meetings with him. 'Cause he said I had like the stone cold poker face. And he said I'm always observant and listening. And he said people notice that and be very careful what they say around you. And I'm like, what? I don't even know what the hell y'all talking about. Like, look, the first time he said this, he asked me to come to this meeting with him. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they talking about. These are all financial advisors, right? I'm just a
Hmm.
insurance agent. I don't know these fucking terms, and I didn't know what the SP 500. I didn't know what none of this stuff. What they talking about? Government bonds and all. I'm sitting there and I'm listening, so I'm learning, but I don't know what the hell they talking about. And when we left, he was like, "Man, you was amazing." Like, I didn't even say nothing. What the hell? He was like, people were very careful of what they said because they knew you were listening. I'm like, huh?
Mm,
And I'm
interesting.
like, man, that shit put me on so much game. I was like, and I never, no one ever told me that, but that's just my natural demeanor. I'm very observant. So when people talking, I'm listening. And I guess like I can't hide my face. That's if you say what my weakness is, I can't hide my facial expression. I don't
Right.
even
Yeah.
I don't even know that it be
Me
happening.
either.
I don't
Body language, facial expressions, like all that
my
stuff. So,
now my body language, I can control that. But like just my facial expressions, like if somebody say something stupid, I don't even know my face make a move. My face just act. But my body, I'm conscious of my body language, but I can't. I've never been able to control my facial expression. So like, if I'm like, you will see the more I come on camera. Like, if somebody's saying something stupid, I'm not gonna be able to hide it. I promise you, I'm not. If somebody says something like ridiculous, I'm gonna. I can't hide that, but my body, I can control. I put myself in a particular posture, um, consciously.
right. There's postures that are welcoming and other ones that like if you have your arms crossed, that's you're closing yourself off. Versus if you
Hmm.
just put your hands on the table. Or versus putting your hands under the table, like if you're in a meeting. There's yeah. They tell you not to put your hands under the table.
Because but that's because they want to see what you're doing. People read, and I know people read because I read. So sometimes I give people what they want, and sometimes I give them what they don't want. But I do it all consciously. But the facial expressions, I can't do nothing about that. Something God didn't give. That's not an acquired skill. I can. That's a curse, I guess. That's to keep me in balance. You can't have everything. Oh shit.
Well, for the people that have like the Botox and stuff that can't move their foreheads, and you can't tell their expression because nothing's moving. You can't tell if they're mad, they're agreeing, they're like interested.
Lady said, you said her face snitch on her.
Right, Lady Shay?
They can't hide her body language. I ain't never taken Tay to a poker game. I was shit to see if she come off mute.
Why? Because I'm going to tell my hand.
He was like, nah, this some bullshit. Uh,
Is that why?
yeah, Commander, you know I got a gaming channel, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
The One Eye Gamer. So
Yeah.
I'm getting my device called a backbone for my phone because I can't see the TV to play gaming.
Well, but was that the coaching channel that you turned into the gaming?
Yeah, yeah. Cause I'm gonna just put the coaching material. I'm gonna just cause I've been had it on here, so I'm gonna just keep it on here. Yeah, 'cause I said trying to put like content on these different channels is gonna be hard. I can do it for this and petty, and then I can just make a playlist for the coaches and put it on here. But if I get, if I become like a well-known coach, I'll just make another channel.
Yeah, I'm not into the gaming. Like I go support anti, but it's not my thing. Neither is the mukbang either. I really don't like watching people eat and the noises and stuff. I like the cooking. I like when like cooking I'm into. So like when Tay does the cooking, like I love that.
I wasn't
But
Yeah.
into it. I thought the
I know,
mukbang. I thought it
huh,
was stupid without saying Tay. Um, I think hers was different. Like the people who just sit there and eat and crunch. I'm like, oh, this shit weird. But if you talking, and then I think her like I'd be more interested like because she's eating vegan and it looked like regular stuff. That's what interests me about Tay too.
Yes. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it with watching Tay eat and Santina. There's somebody else that I've also watched.
Like, you know who I like watching too? Mukbang. These the only three mukbangers I watch is Tay, Santina, and Nefertiti. I like Nefertiti because man, they dynamic is great. And they fun, like some fun people. But it's some people like they be smacking, and I'll be like, man, your goddamn mouth closed. Like, like what the hell? I can't even see, but I know you ain't chewing with your mouth closed.
I think Tay does the lip. Is it like a lip bop? What is
I
it,
be
Tay, that you do that?
smacking.
Like,
No, I
It's
probably be smacking too.
like a.
Be popping my lip.
no, it'd be
But
like food falling out their mouth and stuff. Like I'd be like, come on, man. And they
it's
don't be
supposed
doing
to
that.
be that way, right, Tay?
I don't know, bro.
Some
I
people
think.
like that though. They do be like
Yeah.
that, like when you do that. But it's
Man,
just it be like the ASMR. Like people like to
yeah,
hear the
I can't do that.
crunch. People like ASMR. Like ASMR to me get more views than people who talk. Cause it's a lot of people who ASMR, man. They living good off them YouTube checks.
Man, there's people who just be sitting there scratching on the mic, whispering and shit. It be thousands of people. Like, y'all people are weird. I thought I was weird.
Man, them people be getting paid buku money too, for real for that. Look at
There's
how
a
many people be in the chat.
Hmm.
there's a lady that writes in calligraphy. Well, she writes people's names and then she dings a little bell, or when the little bell goes off, then she'll write in calligraphy. And people are in the chat like, write my name, and she's just writing people's names from the chat on YouTube. Like I know I've seen that on like TikTok, but never
That's
had seen it on YouTube until now.
that's cool. I like calligraphy. Can you double with the ink well pens?
Yeah, calligraphy pins. Yeah, and there's always people like, say my name, shout me out. Yeah, write my name down. What is that? What is that word? Is that like people wanting to be like recognized? Like they want to be seen, heard, like, well, not even heard, just seen, acknowledged.
Yeah, yeah. I think I seen this lady acting like a damn android. I was like, what the fuck is this? She was acting like a robot, like talking like it, moving. I'm looking. She was doing it for hours. People are weird.
Yeah, they do that on TikTok all the time.
It's this
It's a,
one lady. Oh my god, I'm gonna share one of her videos. It's this black lady, man. I don't like she, man. This is like some of the most funniest, relaxing things to me. I've been binge watching her. When I first found her, I binge watched all her shorts because, man, I'm gonna share it. Y'all gotta see it, man. Like I don't know, it's just funny to me. It's like if I find somebody's channel that's funny, I will watch it all day. Like entertainment. Like I like clean humor. I don't like what people call fun.
oh, thank you, Shay. I just seen your comment in the chat. I haven't even been looking at the chat, y'all. I had my phone down. Yeah, I feel you. I can hide body language. I feel like I can hide body language. I don't know, but my face gonna tell it all.
Your tone comes through.
Huh?
Your tone is
My tone,
yeah.
my raspy voice.
No, your tone change. Like you could tell when you like I can tell when you do stuff you don't
I can't hear
really
you. Your audio.
It's breaking
I
up
You,
said
a little
you
bit.
need to literally go back and watch this live.
I can already figure out. I already know what it is. Let me see.
Listen, go back and listen to this live. It's like your audio. That's why I can't make out some stuff that you say.
Oh no, I believe you. I'm about to hop down anyway. Cause yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with the mic. I should have my charger. I had to order a new laptop charger because my son used my old one.
See, it just went out. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to drop down. Y'all have a good night.
Can you hear
Good
me
night,
now?
Nine.
Oh, now I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, now.
Just switched it to the Bluetooth. Took it off the mic. So
I
the
don't
Bluetooth.
know. Now I kind of went out.
Yeah, it's it's yeah. If I just use the phone, I can't hear you. It might echo. Let me know if it echo.
It ain't echoing. It's just you be good 1 minute and then it's like it drops low. And it's like, when you're talking, I can't make out what you're saying sometimes.
It might be that voice cancellation too.
Oh, snap. You came back really clear
Yeah,
and
you-
loud.
I'm using the phone like a nut, just a straight phone. That's probably what I should have did from the beginning.
No, it still seems like he going in and out a little bit though, right, Commander? Right, Commander?
Let's see. Keep talking. Word.
It still sounds like I'm going in.
Ooh, a little bit
Yep.
at the end. It kind
Uh-huh.
of got scratchy a little bit at the
You
end.
like crack at the end. It be good, but then it just like the last part of your words. You
Yeah,
can't hear.
I'm in the bathroom or no shit. That's like, hey,
How many mics do you have?
I'm on my phone now, so I got a mic for the phone, but for some reason that's not working. Different mics for my laptop.
The one you had before was good. Like, not the first one, but the second one.
Yeah, but he ain't his computer. He
Not
got the
compatible?
charger, so yeah, he on his phone.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see what you're saying.
yeah, my son used my charger to cut up his Play-Doh, so it's Play-Doh all in the charger. So
No way.
yeah,
Well, so your
yeah,
charger didn't come in today. That's what you were saying about your charger.
yeah, it didn't come in today. It was supposed to come in today, but when my wife, she thought she pushed the order through, and then they had like an hour left before the next day delivery. And I told her like the order ain't come through yet. She was like, "Oh, I didn't push it," and then it said it'll be here tomorrow. I was like, "God damn it!"
Yeah, I
Yep.
hate that. I've done that before.
I'd get a toothpick and get all that Play-Doh out.
chat. It's dried.
It dried in there.
Yeah, and it's a USB charger. So it's you know the inside of it, the USB charger. It looked like it's just hollow, but it's like little circuits on the side. And if you can't, it won't connect. Like it won't.
Yeah, it won't make contact.
And I'm hoping I didn't mess up my computer because I didn't know it was Play-Doh in there until after I tried to hook it up. So the computer, I'm gonna have to take the back part.
Oh Lord, that's not good.
No,
Don't go taking apart your computer and then messing it up, like really messing it up.
I'm actually good at very good at taking stuff apart and putting it back together. Yeah,
Oh, all
yeah.
right.
So probably well, not lately. I haven't been lately, but I used to take apart everything I own just to see how the inside. I'm weird like that. I remember when I took my PlayStation apart, I wanted to see how the inside looked.
Yeah, my husband does that. Take stuff apart. I'm like, stop taking stuff apart.
And doing that, too. I took my grandma's model TV apart when I was 3.
And then all those little parts are small. And then you men have like big fingers and then are strong. Like you guys don't know the power that your hands have. It's like, oh, oops, that broke. That broke off. Let me go solder it.
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah, it was breaking up, I think, because I had this mic. I had to disconnect the mic. Well, let me get my butt off here. I want to, I don't know, I might do a mid stream tomorrow. It's probably something quick. I just want to see with the numbers. Like, if we get more people in the chat. But, yeah, I'm going to start planning the shows out a couple days ahead, like at least 48 or 24 to 48 hours. And then, Tay, if you want to talk about whatever, let me know.
Oh, okay, I'm cool. I wish you get back on the religion and when you was talking like that. I don't know. I just like that, but maybe I need to take myself out of it and
I
see.
just, I just need the subject. It's like, I mean, I can talk about it, but I'm not interested in it. But if you ask me something, I like to be questioned. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a question or uh, something like that, where I can the show, I definitely do it. I'm always up to it. It's just uh, I'd be more interested like in behavior, but I love talking about religion. It's just I don't know what people want to know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like let something come up. Like if something come up, then it's like okay, yeah, I can talk about it. But just off the top of the head, I did start a series uh, leading to the universal law episodes. I was saying even God obeys the universal laws, and I started showing different aspects of like I was literally showing in the Bible like this is this law, this is that law.
I see, and I'm more interested in the behavior than the religious part.
Mm,
But hey, there's 7 days in a
I
week.
like it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like religious, but yeah, I mean, I like behavior too, because it's a whole bunch of foul. Let me shut up. But y'all know, foul people out here just walking around.
Kay had a suggestion too, like just breaking down different behaviors of people we see in the news. Just uh, like Diddy or Trump or whoever in the news, they talk about their behavior. We can break it down. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, I think you'll get more people to tune in that way.
Yeah, that's what I was telling them. If you do it like that, I think more
I
people will watch.
I gotta I just gotta, like I was telling her, I just gotta get like different clips, and that way I can break the behavior down, like show them, because I can just say it, but I think it'd be more effective if I show a clip like this is that behavior and this is what they was displaying, or this is an example of this. It just takes time to do that.
Yep, you need your fair use.
Yeah, I gotta get some stuff together for it. And I gotta edit the clip. If I use I gotta edit the clip so I don't get clipped for no copyright strike for that.
Yeah, some people pull it up straight from YouTube. They just do the fair use where they talk every whatever 60 seconds, 90 seconds.
Mhm.
All right, good night, Nine. I'm gonna drop down so you can close out.
All right, let me get my butt out of here. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me. And shout out to ARD. He sponsored the show. He sent me a cash up, so that was his bribe. So we cool. We had a good conversation about mentorship. So um, we rocked out. I appreciate y'all for coming up and assisting me. Shout out to Tate. Shout out to Gary. Shout out to Commander. Shout out to the Nine, man. I appreciate y'all so much. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shay, appreciate you, sis. Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee. Appreciate you, Dee Dee. Miss Tracy, love you, girl. Appreciate you. Um, who else was in the chat? Man, I appreciate everybody. And on the replay, man, hey, leave a comment. Tell me if you are a mentor or if you had mentors. Just leave a little brief statement in the comments if you're watching on a replay, so people can see and show the impact. We want to bring awareness, right? Um, bring information to people because people might not know the benefits and the impact a mentor can have. So having these discussions like this, where people get more resources, more help, is key. Is vital, really. Um, So I'm gonna keep having these discussions. We here to build. We gonna keep building. We gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna play the outro, but I appreciate everybody.